Welcome.
This is a podcast with Nikki and Gabby.
Hey.
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe what we talked about.
You guys are not ready. You have no idea.
It got really dirty, really fast.
Really fast.
No
of
DIYs.
course.
Check it out. SoundCloud.com/State of Friends. Bye. Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to another conspiracy theory video. Now today we're going to be talking about some of the biggest conspiracy theories that blew up in 2017. Some of them are funny and some of them are weird and some of them are intense. So before I go any farther, please, if you are triggered by sexual assault or child molestation or shootings, then please click off this video. But for the rest of you, here we go. Alright, so let's start with the fun one. The iPhone X is taking over the world. Now I'm just kidding, but it is watching your every move. So first let's just talk about the obvious conspiracy that we have all thought about, and that is whenever a new iPhone comes out, it seems like all of our current phones start to slow down. Literally, the second they announced this new iPhone, my phone started fucking up. And not just fucking up, like freezing and shutting down and doing spirals. Shit I've never seen before. Oh wait, except for the last time there was a new phone that came out and I had to get a new one. Now of course Apple denies that this is true, but the proof that there's other people out there that feel the same way as me is evident. Back in 2014, there was a New York Times article that showed that the Google searches for iPhone slow spike every year around the new product dates. Yeah, literally look at the graph. Every time there's a new iPhone, more and more people are searching, why is my iPhone so slow? You can't tell me that's a coincidence. Now, of course, you've all heard of the iPhone X, which is the latest. And it's an awesome phone, and there's a lot of new cool features. But one of the features that a lot of people are afraid of is the Face ID. Now, of course, the idea of the Face ID is to make it easier for you to unlock your phone or purchase things on iTunes. It's supposed to make life more simple. But is it really that safe? Now, the Galaxy phone tried to do this earlier this year until people realized that you could literally just put a picture of yourself up to the phone and it would work.
The guy registered his face to the phone to lock it, and then took a picture of himself and unlocked the phone.
Now, of course, Apple says that theirs is better and it won't do that, but what if theirs is better? What if it's a lot better? Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of Animojis, which is a new feature, and that's where you use your Face ID to control emojis. Like, if you frown, it frowns. If you smile and laugh, it smiles and laughs. It can track over 50 muscle movements in your face, which sounds pretty intense for something that's literally just supposed to unlock your phone. But one weird thing that happened was a while ago, the show Black Mirror literally predicted this.
I'm sorry, these are the facts.
Waldo, what do you think?
Mr. Monroe, are you addicted?
No.
Sorry, I mean, are you a dickhead?
Yeah, literally exactly what Black Mirror said was gonna happen, happened. I mean, they even tweeted about it. They put their little blue emoji in the middle of all the other Animojis. Oh, and by the way, every episode of Black Mirror usually ends with a lot of people dying and technology taking over, which feels like that's where we're heading. I mean, think about it this way. This is technically artificial intelligence, right? And artificial intelligence is going to be able to collect more data about people than ever before. Our phones are literally going to know what mood we're in, what we're wearing, what we're eating. So not only will the government know every single thing about us, but they'll be able to sell that information to advertisers. Think about it this way. You use your Face ID and you're wearing new lipstick. Well, now Apple can send that information to all the makeup companies. Hey, look, Lisa is wearing this color. Maybe she wants this one. Advertise to her. And I know what you're thinking, Shane, they can't just scan your face whenever they want. Not true. It actually happens all the time. There's an aquarium in Dubai that has a hidden face scanner. It's literally a system for you to go inside, look around at the fish, while it's scanning all different areas of your face. Yeah, and people just think it's an aquarium. Now let's take it even further. Say you're dating somebody and you fall asleep. Well, what if they're really nosy? If they wanted to get into your phone, they would either have to know the password or they'd have to use your finger. But if you're sleeping, that's going to be complicated and it's going to wake you up. Well, not with Face ID. They literally can just take your phone, put it over your face while you're sleeping, and then unlocked. Or take it even farther. All of your information is in your phone. Your banking information, your social medias, your emails. Everything is in here. Your whole life is in here. Now, what if somebody killed you? And then what if they wanted to take everything you had? All they would have to do is take your phone, put it over your dead face, and it's unlocked. I mean, I know this all sounds crazy, but it's where we're heading. Facial recognition is getting crazy good already without Face ID. I mean, haven't you looked inside of your photo albums? Your phone literally makes albums for the people that you have pictures of. Like, what? All I'm saying is iPhone X sounds more like iPhone exterminate the humans. Okay, so that was fun. This next one is not so fun. We're going to be talking about some of the conspiracy theories about Las Vegas. Now, before I get into this, number one, I just want to say, I mean no disrespect to the victims or the survivors. And this is in no way going to be me saying that it never happened. I believe 100% that this happened, that people died, and that it was literally one of the worst things that's ever happened in our country. And I debated even talking about it because I was so affected by it, and I mean, you guys saw my crying video, it was a lot. But I also don't want to ignore this because I hate when this happens, a big tragedy happens, and then everybody's like, oh God, why did that happen? And then they move on. No, I have a lot of questions, and I hope you guys do too, so here we go. All right, so first, let's remind ourselves what happened. On October 1st, 2017, a man opened fire on a concert in Las Vegas. He was staying in the 32nd floor of Mandalay Bay, and he shot out his window. 58 people died, and over 500 were injured. The man's name was Stephen Paddock, and his motive is still unknown. Now, when this was happening, a lot of people had questions because it seemed like there was more to the story. So much so that when you searched Las Vegas shooting on YouTube, all the videos were about conspiracies. Literally every top video was somebody questioning what exactly happened that night. Now, people got really pissed at YouTube for this. They were like, why are you exploiting the situation? Why are you promoting these conspiracies? Even one survivor came out and said this: it's not a conspiracy, it's not a joke. It did happen. I was there. We literally thought we were going to die. And I agree. The people that are saying that like nobody got shot, it's not real, I am not a fan of that. This was very real. Somebody shot a bunch of people in Las Vegas, but was it who they're saying it was? So a lot of people believe it was more than just one shooter. Even some people who were there.
There's no humanly possible way that guy, that was the only shooter. If you were where we were and how we were hidden and the way they came in and herded us all out into the staff parking lot and then continued shooting into the staff parking lot.
Yeah. And then there's clips out there where it sounds like there's more than one gun going off. And then of course everybody was talking about how there was a blinking light on the 4th floor and that looked like a gun.
That's the 4th floor, not the 32nd.
Now that one's been debunked. That was just like a broken light. But there are a lot of other things that were weird. I'm sure you all heard about the girl that was in the crowd when somebody came up before the shooting and said, "You're all going to die."
Yeah, so there was a lady who pushed her way forward into the concert venue into the first row, and she started messing with another lady and told us that we were all gonna die tonight.
Is that a coincidence? Or did the woman that said it know what was gonna happen? Now, before we knew who Stephen Paddock was, everybody thought 100% this is ISIS. Mainly because ISIS did reference Las Vegas in one of their last videos.
Well, some of the famous landmarks that we're used to seeing around the city, including some on the strip right here behind me, are clearly seen in that new video. Now, take a look. In the propaganda video, several strip properties are clearly shown, making Vegas a potential terror target.
But then the police came out real quick and said it was not ISIS.
As this event unfolds, we have determined to this point no connection with an international terrorist group.
Then of course it came out that the shooter was dead and it was confirmed to be Stephen. Well, since then, we still don't know what his motive was. was. Now, of course, like the news and the government always does, they're saying that, oh, he was crazy. Now listen, I know a lot of crazy people. I've dealt with mental illness in my family, all around me, my whole life. And crazy people don't just plan an entire thing and fucking get 30-something guns and then shoot a bunch of people. Which is why the whole thing is so confusing and sketchy. I mean, let's talk about the fact that there was no cameras in the hallway. Yeah, in Las Vegas, where there's cameras everywhere. Mandalay Bay is saying that there was no cameras that could catch Stephen walking in and out of the hallway? That does not make sense. And then there was this interview with one of Stephen Paddock's former employees, and she seemed just as confused as everybody else.
He cared about everybody's finances. He cared about everybody's cars. He actually cared about people.
Including her. Those pictures show them palling around together with iconic Las Vegas hotels in the background.
Now I know what you're thinking, Shane, but the government and the news, they all said it was Stephen, so why would they lie about that? And that's where some of the theories come in. Now listen, I do not want to get arrested. I don't want to die. Please, government, don't come for me. I'm just saying that some of these theories are out there. Okay, now this one is the most viral of the theories, is that it was ISIS. And that because the government didn't want to give them that win, they didn't want to give them credit for this, they didn't want to scare us, they blamed it all on a man named Stephen Paddock. Now that one makes sense to me because I get it. Listen, if the government is just trying to protect us and they're like, fuck, we don't want everybody to know that ISIS just killed a bunch of people because they're going to be scared to go anywhere. Let's just say it was one crazy guy who is dead now and don't worry, everything's fine. Listen, all I'm saying is I think we need to question things more. I mean, back when 9/11 happened and people were questioning things, everybody was shutting it down. If you said, ooh, I think there might have been something weird with 9/11, everybody thought you were crazy and everybody thought you were an asshole. Well, cut to 16 years later, more than half of Americans believe in 9/11 conspiracy theories. Half! I just don't want to wait another 16 years to figure out exactly why all those people lost their lives that night. Because I don't want to accept that it was just some guy who was crazy who just wanted to kill people. I think there's something more than that. Once again, all respect to the families and the victims, and I just want more answers. Okay, now this next one is, once again, triggering. We're going to be talking about some theories that aren't even really theories involving the Harvey Weinstein case. Once again, this is just alleged. I'm not trying to get sued. So as you guys know, very recently it has come out that Harvey Weinstein, who is a huge movie producer, has reportedly assaulted, harassed, and possibly raped a lot of women in Hollywood. And I'm sure most of you guys heard that very intense audio recording of him trying to get a woman into his hotel room.
Sorry, I cannot. No, yesterday was a kind of aggressive for me. I need to know a person to be touched.
I won't do a thing.
I don't want
do a thing, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I know, but I don't want to.
Now listen, I am a firm believer in the saying that there's truth in every joke. Well, let's take a look at some of the jokes people have been making over the years about Harvey Weinstein. In 2013, this is what Seth MacFarlane said.
Congratulations, you 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he said that in front of a whole room of Hollywood people, and they all laughed, which means they knew. Now look at this clip from the show 30 Rock.
I turned down intercourse with Harvey Weinstein on no less than 3 occasions.
Yeah, she literally said something that actually happened. I mean, just look at this clip from 2005 of Courtney Love answering a question on the red carpet, and it was intense.
Courtney Love has also spoken out. A video of the rock star in 2005 came out showing the star warning young women in Hollywood about the movie Titan.
Harvey Weinstein would like to do a private party in the Four Seasons stuff.
Yeah, Courtney Love, she knows Hollywood, and even she knew that this was a situation. But here's the weird part of it. Even Courtney Love, who was warning people, still would be around Harvey. In this video from 2012, you can see her standing next to him at some kind of a party. So like, he probably knew she said stuff publicly, but he was still next to her and she was still next to him, so I don't know. All I'm saying is Hollywood knew about this guy for a long time. And this is not the first time something like this has happened, but it's also been covered up. And there's a lot of guilty people out there in Hollywood who are probably not sleeping well. All right, this is where it's going to get very, very dark. We've talked about child molesting in Hollywood before, but I really feel the need to talk about it again. Now, when this whole thing with Harvey Weinstein blew up, I was like, great, awesome. I'm so happy these women are speaking out. But it even reminded me more of how much child molestation is happening in Hollywood that everybody's covering up. Let's talk about Woody Allen. Woody Allen, one of the most famous movie directors of all time, and also an alleged child molester. His adopted daughter, Dylan Farrow, came out in 2014 and wrote a letter about it. Some of the stuff she said in the letter was horrifying.
22 years on, and Dylan's given her first public account of what happened in an open letter to the New York Times. In it, Dylan, who's now 28, says, "He told me to lay on my stomach and play with my brother's electric train set. Then he sexually assaulted me. He talked to me while he did it, whispering that I was a good girl."
Yeah, she says that Woody Allen molested her for years. And then he married his other adopted daughter, but that's confusing and I'm not going to get into it. All I'm saying is people know that this guy is an alleged child molester, but he still works in movies. I mean, his new movie is in production and it literally has Elle Fanning and Selena Gomez. Yeah, two really awesome, strong women who have young fans. And I'm going to give them the benefit of a doubt that they don't know about this. Maybe they're too young, but the fact that they don't know is not good. It means that people are covering it up. I mean, just look what Corey Feldman, who's a former child star, said in this interview.
I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia. That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
Yeah, everybody on the news right now is saying that women getting taken advantage of is the biggest problem in Hollywood. And I agree, it's a huge problem. But this one is big too.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big secret.
And it's widespread?
Oh yeah. I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded.
Now, when Corey Feldman brought this up on The View, Barbara Walters literally shut him down.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, Barbara Walters, who I love, but you know she knows all the dark shit going on in Hollywood. And it kind of seemed like she wanted to just cover it up. All I'm saying is, yes, I'm happy that women are speaking up, but please, children, or former child stars, speak up. We'll believe you, I'll believe you, even if the rest of Hollywood is trying to shut you up. Alright, now let's talk about something fun and light, please. It has been a while since we've talked about Mandela effects. That was kind of a 2016 thing, but I did learn some new ones that I was like, I gotta talk about it. First, we're gonna be talking about the Mandela effect from the movie The Matrix. Now, a lot of people remember in the movie Morpheus saying, "What if I told you that everything you know was a lie?" I definitely remember that moment because I was like, oh fuck, everything is a lie. I mean, so many people remember it that it even became a meme. The what if I told you memes and GIFs were everywhere. I mean, there were so many. And of course, my favorite one, what if I told you I haven't done shit since noon? Yeah, I relate to that one. Well, guess what? He never said that.
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, never said it. But for some reason we all remember it, which is even crazier because the whole point of the Matrix is like simulation and things changing. So like, what if something in our Matrix changed in our simulation and we thought we heard something? I don't know, I'm getting too deep. All I'm saying is I fucking remember it. Now this next line from a movie, I specifically remember a certain way. The movie Saw. You know, the movie about Jigsaw who kills people in crazy ways? Well, you know that creepy little doll thing that comes out on the bike and talks to you? What does he say? Do you want to play a game? Right? That's what you were thinking in your head? Nope.
I want to play a game.
Yeah, he just says, I want to play a game. I specifically remember, do you want to play a game? I remember saying that to my friends when that movie came out. I remember every time it was board game night, I'd go, do you want to play a game? I know I'm lame. All I'm saying is, I believe that one. Alright, now this next one really pissed me off. So the Laughing Cow cheese logo. You know, that little round cheese with the cow on it. Now I'm going to show you two versions of the logo, and you tell me which one you think is right. What do you think? You probably noticed that one of them has a nose ring. And if you're me, you would say, yeah, it always had a nose ring. Nope. The Laughing Cow never had a nose ring. I literally remember telling my mom, like, Mom, can we get the cheese with the cow with the nose ring? I even remember putting in a fake nose ring when I was a kid and somebody called me a laughing cow. So that one pisses me off. Actually, hold on. I want to get...
I'm in here somewhere, but, you know, I'm getting too old for this kind of thing.
No idea that these people still live. They will pray, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe.
Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. Like there is
in the industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
You know, when you walk around with the fake face and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna open up. It's like this is not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that since World War I, we've been taught by the Indians and all this other how to take skin people and wear their faces to infiltrate the families and this, that, and the other. This is something that has been going on since World War I. Before that. So now we've conquered the art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits. The art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits.
Okay, so I'm going to show you two different pictures of this product and you have to tell me which one you think is right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the Laughing Cow. One of them has a nose ring and one of them doesn't.
I think growing up it always had the nose ring. What?
It didn't.
No. I don't believe it. I need real receipts. Like, you can't just say it didn't have it.
Google it. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
No ring.
Wow, that's so weird.
She had earrings, but no nose. Still not a believer.
I mean, do you have another example?
Just go. All right, now of course another huge conspiracy.
Good evening. The essential facts are these. President Kennedy was murdered in Dallas, Texas. He was shot by a sniper hiding in a building near his parade route.
That happened this year was Lil Miquela. I'm done. I need a break from Miquela. It's been too much. But I know a lot of you guys have been tweeting me. Yes, she came out with a new music video. I saw it and it was incredibly auto-tuned.
I made it, I'm on. Spent it, I'm on. Made myself the plug. Got it, I'm on.
I mean, listen. Until there's a huge update, I need a Miquela break. On a small note, remember we thought that one girl, R. Stinkle, was Miquela? Well, it turns out she blocked the words Lil Miquela and Shane Dawson from her comments. Yeah, she literally blocked those words, so oops. But it's okay, I DM'd her, she's fine, she's not mad. She wouldn't admit whether or not she was Lil Miquela, so I still don't know. But once again, I need a break. All right, so before we go, I'm gonna leave you with this. Now this has been going viral and I read it and I literally could not stop thinking about it. This is an afterlife conspiracy theory. All right, so I'm gonna read this to you and you visualize it. What if when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is a light to another hospital room? There we are born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything. As you grow, you start to forget about your past life and focus on the life you have now. But patches of memories stay behind, and that memory causes deja vu. Think about that for a second. I did. I thought about it for a long second, like a week. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you believe that one? Also, let me know what you think about these theories that we talked about today and what your other favorite theories of 2017 were. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want more conspiracy theories. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel right down below and hit the notification bell because I make new videos every day. And if you want to see all my other conspiracy theory videos too. All right, you guys, remember, don't believe everything you see. Bye. Hey, so I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I had a really weird experience just now. So I finished the video and I changed and I was cleaning up my computer and stuff and I couldn't stop thinking about the Vegas attacks and I kept thinking like, maybe I'm gonna cut that out of the video. I don't know. I don't know. Even though my heart tells me to keep it in because I feel like we should be questioning things. And as I'm literally having this conversation with myself, I noticed something that I had not noticed before. Literally in the Vegas picture behind me, that is the Mandalay Bay. And that is the window that he was shooting out of. Like, that's it. It's right there. Literally his floor was right there. And I'm sitting right here. I don't know. It gave me the chills. It made me feel really weird. Maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. It's been there the whole time. Okay, I feel really weird. I'm gonna go. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.